and welcome to another episode of McAllen Unplugged. I am Ceci Vallejo and here we have Cristina Mancia. The supplies we will be needing today are a clear mason jar, paint, paintbrushes, a tea light, and if you would like also painter's tape to give us more of those straight edges once we start painting our mason jar. So for our first step, we went ahead and used painter's tape to create our first segment here on the mason jar. So what we're going to do first is we're going to color the yellow part, which is part of the candy corn. So with a paintbrush, we're simply going to dip into our yellow paint, and this will be representing the bottom of the candy corn. So we're going to go all throughout, and this tape is going to help us keep that clear edge on there and straight edge. So now that our yellow section of the candy corn is complete, we can go ahead and peel the painter's tape, and we're going to switch it up towards the top so we can get that clear cut for our next colors. Now we went ahead and switched our painter's tape, and now the next part of the candy corn will be our orange section. This section is going to be a little bit larger. So our painter's tape is closer to the top here, and what we're going to do, we're just going to follow the outline where we left off with the yellow. In this case, our painter's tape is a little bit thicker, so we moved it up a little bit more, and here what we're going to do is follow the outline of where we left off with the yellow section, and we're going to color this whole middle section in orange. Now that our second section is done, the orange part of our candy corn, we're going to move on to the final color of the candy corn jar, which will be the white. So we can just remove the painter's tape carefully so we don't mess with the edges that we created. And here we're going to see some smooth lines that we created with the tape. So we're going to repeat the step that we did with the orange color. We're going to follow through the edge here, just very carefully. Again, this painter tape did happen to be a little bit thicker. If you find a thinner one, it would work even better. So now on to our final step. So now that our painting is complete, we have our candy corn. To add a little more sparkle to it, we're going to go ahead and add some tea lights into this, and we're going to turn it into a lantern. So you simply place it inside, and you're going to have your Halloween decoration on the side. Thank you for tuning in to today's Halloween edition of Unplugged with McAllen Parks and Rec. And thank you to our sponsors, H-E-B, Whataburger, and Driscoll.